In a year that most people said was worse for good quality games than the previous one, I am here once again to show that the general gaming audience has no idea what they're talking about. This year was incredibly varied in the games it had to offer, with some of them creeping their way into my top 50 of all time. I couldn't quite narrow it down to just 10. There were a couple that snuck in, but it really felt like it would have been a disservice to leave them off the list. So here are my top 13 games of 2024, ordered from the best of the bottom to the tip of the top. Helldivers 2 is a game I regret so much that it didn't start until the end of the year, because I can guarantee it would have been higher on this list had I gotten the chance to really sink my teeth into it. But even with just the tens of hours as opposed to hundreds I've spent killing giant bugs, it has been an absolute blast. Mowing down hordes of enemies hasn't felt this fun since Left 4 Dead 2, with the hordes viscerally reacting to the metric tons of lead hurling their way. Calling in artillery strikes never gets old, as the sound and impact gives me the same bright eyes of watching a fireworks show. And Max Payne diving away from a grenade I haphazardly tossed in front of the whole squad is always good for a laugh. I will say playing this alone is quite the slog, and would only ever play it with friends going forward. But when you do have 3 friends to dive in with, it generates some of the best moments of the year. Probably not a great place to stand. Oh, just right above my head. Alright, see you later. You're not dead. I'm dead. Phantom Abyss is the best Indiana Jones game in a year with 2 good Indiana Jones games? Crazy. Even though this one isn't officially licensed like The Great Circle. Boy, does it ever feel like how I imagined Indiana felt running through the Temple of Doom. As someone who loves speedrunning, this game felt so smooth to run through, and really got me in that elusive flow state on many occasions. Having ghosts of previous players run alongside you during your runs was an excellent way to make the game feel like it was competitive multiplayer, without having to worry about the fall-off in player counts many indie games are far too used to. If you dug Neon White or like games of that ilk, I urge you to check this out. Okay, we get some health back. This is where I lose, because I am not good at reading how this works. Go, 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 go. Wait, go. Go! I made it! Oh. Chrono Arch is one of those games that fits the genre I love, in this case deck builders, but I knew absolutely nothing about before purchasing. I just decided to take a chance on it based on the overwhelmingly positive reviews that kept pouring in. And am I ever glad I did, because this game is such a well thought out roguelite. It got its hooks into me with the stellar synergetic deck building, but kept me coming back for more and more with the insane story that felt like the best of a Black Mirror episode. I don't want to spoil anything, but holy what an existential ride this game's story was, and so unbelievably unexpected for a deck builder to have a narrative this compelling. I know the art style may be a turnoff for some, but I implore you to look past it and give this game your time. I don't want you to get too close to me. Okay, Trisha, chill. I won't be doing that. Smell her. No? Path of the Goddess has no right to be this good. Capcom cannot stop landing hits since RE2 Remake, and I fear because of that, this smaller project has flown under the radar. But it has some of the best boss fights of the year, unreal music, and an added level of strategy to its action-filled gameplay that I am all here for. Not to mention a beautiful story without a single line of dialogue. This is one that I'll be starting New Game Plus on soon, because I just want to steep in its world for as long as I can. About to hit you with the bend and snap! Okay, where are you going? Yeah, run away, you little... What you grabbing over there? What's that you got there? Oh, he's got a big old sword now. Let's go. Come on back. Dungeons of Hinterberg was the Zelda-like I never knew I wanted. This game blends Persona's calendar and character development with Breath of the Wild shrines and hits the mark in both aspects. I particularly love how choosing which characters to hang out with actually provides game-changing benefits, making it really feel like who you spend your time with matters. And while not every puzzle is top-notch, the ones that are should have other developers taking notes. I don't remember a basilisk looking like a chicken with 9 eyes. Harry Potter, you got some explaining to do. Go ahead, attack! Pacific Drive is like Subnautica if you had a 2001 Honda Civic instead of a scuba suit. And I mean that as a high compliment. The alien environment was always ready to surprise me, and the anomalies were so inventive. I particularly love this jerk who drops a big magnet on your car and pulls you along for as long as he feels like. For this game to have an amazing story about grief as well as excellent gameplay was something I didn't expect, but welcomed its beautiful character writing with open arms. I mean, this is fine. Oh, shit! Less fine. Oh! Oh, shit. Alright, we're alright. Animal Well in a less jam-packed calendar could have been my game of the year. The vibes of this game are such an evocative mix between spooky and comforting. Another game with no dialogue that manages to keep your interest in its story by having each of its mysteries be more alluring than the last. Animal Well has layers, which makes it great for those of us who just want to collect eggs and vibe out, or those of us who want to go deeper and deeper until we reach the bottom. Oh, Sawina dog! Sorry, buddy. Yeah. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! No, please, I don't help! Help me, please! Oh, where do I go? Oh no, where do I go? Oh no! Tactical Breach Wizards never had a bad level. There's really nothing like a good tactics game to remind you how fun it is to use all your brain power to coordinate a turn and execute it to perfection. This is by far the funniest game I played this year as well. Tactics games aren't supposed to have writing this good, but TBW delivers on the character writing and abilities in a way that won't be topped in its genre for a long time. Now I could just charge you from that close, but what if I go all the way over here, and then I charge you from over here? Yeah, that's the move. Crow Country has me questioning why more people aren't copying the Resident Evil formula. This game does everything RE does, and in a lot of ways with excellent quality of life improvements, with a story I cared about and puzzles that were fun to solve instead of tedious. It comes packaged in such a cute PS1 style box, but don't let the art fool you. Some of the monsters in this game are genuinely terrifying. As much as I love new IPs, I'm really hoping for a Crow Country 2 in the future from this studio. Oh Jesus, my pool table! Oh, it's the ugliest 8-ball I've ever seen in my life. Oh, please get me out of here, please. Yeah, I figured I'd be locked in here. Okay. UFO 50 somehow got me to spend 70 hours on NES-style games for a made-up console instead of work through my backlog this year. And I'm not even sour about it. A lot of the games bundled in here are better than some of the full AAA releases that came out this year. If UFO 50 has taught me anything, it's that Derek, you and friends know how to make a simple concept and make it fun for multiple hours. And if you're wondering what the best game in the pack is, it's Party House, and there was never even a debate. Derek, Seffi, Gilroy, Voltana, Donkus? Oh, if you're not choosing Donkus, you're not playing the game. It's gotta be Donkus every day of the week. Let's go, Donkus. Donkus sucks. Haunty made me realize people are still making art styles for games I've never seen before. Somehow, after 26 years of gaming. Having a unique art style is just the tip of the iceberg for Haunty, because the music will absolutely blow you away, and the world building will make you want to stay as this little ghost, riding roller coasters and bouncing on mushrooms well into the night. Haunty taught me a lot about letting go, and for that, I will cherish it for years to come. Down, up! Oh, please tell me we're gonna crash this roller coaster right into this big ugly face. Oh, it looks like we're going. Oh, yeah, it's happening, buddy. Boom! Nine Souls has some of the most refined, satisfying combat I've seen in any video game ever. I loved Red Candle's previous work in the horror genre, and to see them so flawlessly make a game unlike anything they've done before gives me complete faith in any project they do in the future. A touching story steeped in culture, with boss fights that are quite simply some of the best in gaming history. This should be talked about with the likes of Hollow Knight when discussing the best Metroidvanias of all time, period. Oh, parry. And parry. And one. And big parry. Finish him. Oh, this game is so fucking cool. Batro, and how could it be anything else? At 150 hours played on Steam, I cannot stop thinking about this game. My days are spent opening pack after pack. I lay awake thinking about synergies that could have been on my anti-12 fumble. And my dreams are filled with the sounds of jokers becoming polychrome. This is now tied for inscription for the best roguelike deck builder ever made. Even after hundreds of rounds, I'm still seeing combinations that excite me and drive me to start another run. A game made by one person over 2 years has taken my #1 spot and inspired me to continue working on my own game, which I feel is the highest praise you could give to a game. This is gonna be the biggest hand of my life. 64 million years! Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see what 2025 holds for games, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.